The night shift at Earth's Deep Space Monitoring Station was usually quiet. Tonight was different. Tom Baker sat up straight in his chair as his computer screen flashed with an unusual pattern. The young operator adjusted his headset and leaned closer to the display. "Sir," Tom called out, his voice steady but urgent. "I think you need to see this." Captain James Miller walked over from his command station. He was a tall man with gray hair and sharp eyes that had seen more than most. The captain had spent 20 years watching the stars, waiting for this exact moment. "What have you found?" Miller asked, placing a hand on the back of Tom's chair. "Strange signals, sir. They're encoded, but they're definitely not human. The pattern matches nothing in our database." Tom pointed to the streaming data on his screen. "And they're coming from multiple sources." Miller's expression remained calm, but his heart beat faster. He had waited for this moment his entire career. "Send it to the quantum lab." Now, deep beneath the Rocky Mountains, in a facility unknown to most of humanity, Earth's most powerful quantum computer hummed to life. The machine was the size of a football field, kept at near absolute zero temperature. It represented the peak of human technological achievement, and its existence was one of humanity's most closely guarded secrets. Within hours, the decoded messages began flowing into the command center. Miller read them with growing interest. Alien civilizations, dozens of them, were discussing Earth. They thought humans were primitive, barely able to reach their own moon. They saw Earth as rich with resources, ripe for taking. They were wrong. So very wrong. Miller pressed a button on his desk. "Get me the Defense Council. Priority 1. The next morning, 12 holographic figures appeared in Miller's office. They represented Earth's unified leadership, hidden from the public eye. Among them was General Laura West, her stern face showing no emotion as Miller presented the findings. "The aliens are watching us," Miller explained, projecting the translated messages into the center of the room. "They think we're defenseless. They're discussing potential harvest operations." "How many civilizations?" General West asked. "At least 15 distinct species," Miller replied. "All of them more advanced than what we show to the outside world. Or at least, what they think we show." The room fell silent. For over 200 years, humanity had maintained this deception. They had recovered their first alien ship in 1947. Instead of announcing it to the world, they kept it secret. More crashes followed. More technology was recovered. Humanity learned, reversed engineered, and advanced, all while maintaining a careful facade of technological limitation. "Our deep space sensors are picking up increased activity," Miller continued. "They're getting bolder. The Arcturus group has moved 3 scout ships into the outer solar system." "Can they detect our quantum grid?" asked another council member. Miller shook his head. "No, our stealth technology is holding. They have no idea we can see them, let alone decode their transmissions." The council members exchanged looks. They had prepared for this moment for generations. Underground cities housed humanity's true industrial might. Orbital shipyards, hidden behind advanced cloaking fields, held fleets of warships that no alien race suspected existed. "Show us the threat assessment," General West commanded. Miller brought up a new hologram. It showed the positions of known alien civilizations, their estimated military strength, and their technological capabilities. Earth's true capabilities were displayed alongside them. "As you can see," Miller explained, "we've surpassed most of them in key areas. Our quantum computing network is more advanced. Our weapons technology, particularly in antimatter containment, is superior. We've had centuries to prepare, to build, to plan, all while they thought we were still burning fossil fuels and fighting among ourselves. And now they're planning to harvest us," West said, her voice hard. "Like we're cattle." "Yes," Miller confirmed, "but they don't know what we've become. They don't know that every crashed ship, every piece of their technology we found, has been studied and improved upon. They don't know that we've been watching them for decades, learning their weaknesses, understanding their strengths. The council members sat in silence, processing the information. Humanity had hoped this day would never come, but they had prepared for it nonetheless. The aliens thought they were hunting sheep. They had no idea they were walking into the den of lions. Continue monitoring. General West finally ordered. Track every movement. Record every transmission. If they're planning to strike, we need to be ready. Miller nodded. In the depths of space, alien ships moved closer to Earth, their crews confident in their superiority. But in hidden bunkers and secret facilities across the planet, humanity's real power stirred, ready to show the galaxy that they had gravely underestimated the people of Earth. 3 miles beneath the streets of Denver, Professor Anna Thompson walked through a massive underground chamber. Above her, ordinary people went about their daily lives, completely unaware of what lay beneath their feet. The chamber stretched for miles in every direction, filled with rows of advanced spacecraft under construction. Impressive, isn't it? She asked Miller, who had just arrived through the quantum elevator. This is just one of 50 similar facilities around the world. Miller nodded, watching robotic arms assemble what looked like a massive warship. How many ships can we build in a month? 20 capital ships, 40 cruisers, and about 100 smaller vessels, Anna replied. She pulled up a holographic display from her wrist device. And that's just from this facility. They walked past a section where workers tested new weapon systems. The sounds of controlled explosions echoed through specially designed chambers. Every test, every sound, was completely hidden from the surface world thanks to advanced sound dampening technology. The aliens still think we're launching primitive rockets from Florida, Miller said with a slight smile. If they only knew what we really have down here. Anna led him to her main laboratory. The room was filled with pieces of alien technology collected over the centuries. Some were from crashed ships, others from probes that had tried to secretly scan Earth. Humans had found them all, studied them, and made them better. Look at this, Anna said, pointing to what looked like a simple metal cube. We recovered it from a crash in Brazil 50 years ago. It was their best power source. Now, she picked up a much smaller cube from her desk. Ours is 10 times more powerful and half the size. Miller picked up the cube, feeling its weight, and they have no idea. None, Anna confirmed. We've been very careful. Every public space launch still uses old rocket technology. Every satellite we put up looks primitive to their scanners. Meanwhile, our real satellites are cloaked, watching their every move. They moved to a large window overlooking an underground city. Thousands of people lived and worked there, all part of Earth's secret space program. The city had parks, schools, and hospitals, a complete civilization hidden from both the surface world and alien observers. Remember the moon landing? Anna asked, smiling. While the world watched Armstrong take that giant leap for mankind, we already had a base on Mars. The whole Apollo program was just for show. Miller walked to the window, watching the bustling city below. How many people know the truth? About 50 million worldwide, Anna replied. All living in cities like this one. All working on our real space program. Their families think they work for mining companies or in remote research stations. The deception goes deep. An alert sounded from Miller's communication device. He checked it and frowned. The aliens are getting closer. 3 more scout ships just entered the Kuiper Belt. Anna nodded and led him to another section of her lab. Here, massive screens showed real-time tracking of every alien ship in the solar system. Their cloaking technology was useless against Earth's quantum detection grid. Let them come, she said, pulling up more displays. Every time they get closer, our sensors gather more data. We learn more about their technology, their weaknesses. She pointed to various ships on the screen. See these? We can now track them across 50 light years. They think they're invisible. Miller studied the displays. The Defense Council is meeting tomorrow. They want a full report on our capabilities versus theirs. Tell them this, Anna said, her voice firm. In terms of pure technology, we've matched or exceeded most of their capabilities. Our ships are faster. Our weapons are more powerful. Our stealth systems are better. We've had centuries to prepare, and we've used that time well. She walked to a wall covered in historical photographs, crashed alien ships, first contact situations, secret meetings. Every time they underestimated us, we learned from them. Every time they thought they were studying us, we were studying them. The images ended with a recent photo of Earth taken from space. To alien eyes, it would look like a primitive world, still dependent on fossil fuels and primitive satellites. The truth was far different. "We're ready," Anna said, looking at the photo. "If they choose to come in peace, we'll reveal ourselves gradually. If they come looking for a fight." She turned to Miller, her expression serious. "Well, they'll learn that humanity is far from helpless." Miller nodded, thinking of the fleets hidden throughout the solar system, the weapons waiting to be unleashed, the defenders ready to protect their home. The aliens thought Earth was defenseless. Soon, they would learn just how wrong they were. Commander Robert Wilson stood in the control room of Earth's hidden base on Europa, Jupiter's icy moon. Through the quantum glass windows, he could see the massive form of Jupiter filling half the sky. But his attention was fixed on the holographic display in front of him. "There," he said, pointing to a cluster of dots moving through the solar system. 5 more scout ships just past Neptune's orbit. They think we can't see them. His second-in-command, Jack Turner, zoomed in on the display. "Their cloaking technology is getting better, sir, but our quantum sensors can still track them easily." The base on Europa was one of humanity's greatest achievements, a massive complex buried under the moon's icy surface. To alien observers, Europa appeared untouched. They had no idea that nearly 10,000 humans lived and worked beneath its frozen crust. "How many alien ships are in our solar system now?" Wilson asked, walking around the holographic display. 37 scout ships from 12 different species," Jack replied. "All of them cloaked, all of them watching Earth. They're getting bolder." Wilson watched as another dot appeared on the display. Another alien ship entering the solar system. On Earth, everything appeared normal. People went about their daily lives. Satellites moved in their predictable orbits, and radio telescopes made their simple observations. It was all part of the carefully maintained illusion. "Send the alert to all hidden bases," Wilson ordered. "Code yellow. It's time to wake up our sleeping giants." Throughout the solar system, humanity's true power stirred to life. In underground bases on Mars, crews began powering up massive warships. Hidden shipyards in the asteroid belt increased production. Defense platforms disguised as ordinary space rocks activated their tracking systems. "Sir," Jack called out, "we're detecting unusual movement from the alien scouts. 3 ships are moving closer to Earth's orbit." Wilson frowned. This was new. Until now, the alien ships had kept their distance. "Show me their trajectory." A hologram shifted, showing the predicted path of the alien vessels. They were being careful, using gravity assists from planets to make their movement look natural. But they were definitely heading toward Earth. "They're testing us," Wilson said, "seeing how close they can get before we notice them." He smiled slightly. "Little do they know, we've been watching their every move." A communication window opened in the hologram. It was Miller from Earth Command. "Commander Wilson, are you seeing this?" "Yes, sir. 3 ships moving into close observation position. We're tracking them." "The Defense Council has authorized Operation Shadow Dance," Miller said. "Show them what they expect to see, nothing more." Wilson nodded. He understood the plan. Earth's hidden defenses would remain silent, but they would prepare for any possibility. "What about the Jupiter defense grid?" "Keep it powered down," Miller ordered. "If they scan Jupiter, they should see nothing but a gas giant and its moons. Let them think they're being clever with their stealth technology." Throughout the next few days, Wilson and his team watched as the alien ships moved closer to Earth. They monitored every scan, every transmission, every movement. The aliens thought they were being stealthy, but to humanity's advanced sensors, they might as well have been broadcasting their presence with flashing lights. "Look at this," Jack said one morning, showing Wilson a decoded transmission from one of the scout ships. "They're reporting back to their homeworlds. They think we're still decades away from true spaceflight." Wilson read the transmission and shook his head. The aliens had noted Earth's primitive satellite network, the inefficient rocket launches, and the basic space station in low Earth orbit. Everything they saw confirmed their belief that humans were a young, underdeveloped species. "They see what we want them to see," Wilson said. "Every primitive rocket launch, every clumsy satellite deployment. It's all part of the show." A new alert flashed on the main display. More alien ships were entering the solar system. The pace of their arrival was increasing. "They're getting ready for something," Jack observed, studying the data. "These new ships, they're different. Bigger. Armed." Wilson's expression hardened. "Tell Earth Command we need to move to Code Orange. The scouts are done. Now they're bringing in their hunters." In the vast darkness of space, humanity's hidden fleets waited silently, while alien ships moved ever closer to Earth, confident in their superior technology and stealth capabilities. Humanity's defenders watched and prepared. The time for hiding was coming to an end. "Let them come," Wilson said quietly, watching the dots multiply on his display. "They think they're hunting us. They have no idea they're walking into a trap centuries in the making." The Global Defense Council gathered in their secret chamber beneath the Swiss Alps. 50 of Earth's most powerful leaders sat around a circular table, their faces lit by the soft blue glow of holographic displays. The time had come to show their hand. "The alien ships are still coming," Miller reported, standing at the center of the room. "We now count over 60 vessels in our solar system. Their latest communications suggest they're preparing for what they call a resource acquisition mission." General West stood up, her uniform crisp and sharp. "Then we're out of time. We need to send the message now, before they commit to their invasion plans." The council members looked at each other. For 200 years, they had hidden humanity's true power. Now, they would reveal everything in one dramatic moment. "Begin the broadcast preparations," the council leader ordered. "Activate all hidden systems." Throughout the solar system, hidden transmitters powered up. Cloaked satellites emerged from their disguised states. Deep space arrays, far more powerful than anything the aliens thought Earth possessed, aligned themselves. In the council chamber, Professor Anna Thompson stepped forward. "The message is ready. We've prepared it in all known alien languages. The quantum computers have even adapted it for species that communicate through light pulses or gravitational waves." Miller watched as technicians made final adjustments. "Show us the message sequence." The center of the room filled with a massive hologram. It began with images of Earth's public face, the primitive rockets, the basic satellites, the struggling space program. Then it changed. Hidden cities emerged from underground. Massive fleets decloaked in orbit. Bases on Mars, Europa, and Titan revealed themselves. The hologram showed humanity's true technological might: antimatter weapons, quantum shields, faster than light ships. "Add the Jupiter demonstration," General West commanded. The hologram shifted to show a recording from last month's weapons test. A beam of concentrated energy shot from a hidden base on Europa, cutting through space. It hit a small moon of Jupiter, one selected for the test. The moon didn't explode. It simply ceased to exist, converted entirely to energy. "That should get their attention," someone muttered. "Now the fleet reveal," Miller said. The next sequence showed Earth's true defense fleet, thousands of ships, hidden in dimensional pockets throughout the solar system, each one more advanced than anything the alien scouts had brought. The images showed their weapons, their shields, their speed. And finally, Anna said, the warning itself. The hologram displayed the text of humanity's message, translated into every alien language. "To all spacefaring civilizations observing Earth, You have watched us, studied us, and planned to harvest our world. You saw what we wanted you to see. A young species, barely able to reach our own moon. You were wrong. For centuries, we have hidden our true power. We have learned from every probe you sent, every ship that crashed, every transmission you thought we couldn't detect. We have matched your technology, and in many cases, surpassed it. This is not a threat. It is a greeting and a warning. We are ready to join the galactic community as equals. We offer friendship to those who come in peace. But know this, any hostile action against Earth will be met with overwhelming force. We have prepared for war for centuries, while letting you think us helpless. Do not test our resolve. The demonstration you have witnessed shows a fraction of our capability. We await your response. Humanity stands ready. The council chamber fell silent as the hologram faded. Across the solar system, alien scout ships would be receiving this message, seeing humanity's true face for the first time. Send it, the council leader commanded. Miller pressed his hand to a sensor panel. Throughout the solar system, Earth's hidden transmitters activated. The message burst forth in all directions, impossible to ignore, impossible to dismiss as a trick. In orbit, cloaked defense platforms revealed themselves. Hidden fleets emerged from their dimensional pockets. Bases on distant moons shed their camouflage. Earth's entire defensive network, built over centuries in absolute secrecy, showed itself to the watching universe. Now we wait, General West said quietly. Let's see how they respond to learning their prey has teeth. The alien ships in the solar system had stopped moving. Their transmissions became chaotic, urgent. Earth had just changed the game, and now the galaxy would have to adapt to a new reality. Humanity was not prey. Humanity had never been prey. They had merely been patient. The first responses came within hours of Earth's message. In the command center beneath the Swiss Alps, Miller watched as alien transmissions flooded their quantum receivers. Some were angry, others frightened, and a few seemed impressed. Play the first message, he ordered. A hologram appeared, showing a tall, blue-skinned alien. The translation software converted its complex light patterns into English. Impossible, the alien leader declared. No species could advance so quickly. This must be a trick, a deception using borrowed technology. We demand proof. Another message followed, this one from a different species. Their representative appeared more cautious. If what Earth claims is true, they have achieved in centuries what took us millennia. We must reconsider our approach. Tom Baker, now promoted to senior communications officer, worked at his station sorting through the incoming transmissions. Sir, the Galactic Council is calling an emergency session. They're demanding Earth send representatives. Miller smiled. Just days ago, Earth hadn't even been considered worthy of joining the Galactic Council. Now they were demanding Earth's presence. How quickly things changed. General West, Miller called out. You need to see this. The general walked over, looking at a new message playing on the screen. This one showed a massive alien fleet jumping out of faster-than-light travel near Pluto. But instead of advancing toward Earth, the ships were retreating. They're running, West said, a note of satisfaction in her voice. Our message scared them. In orbit around Earth, the alien scout ships were also withdrawing. Their cloaking devices were still active, but Earth's quantum sensors tracked their hasty departure. Only a few remained, maintaining a respectful distance. Professor Anna Thompson entered the command center carrying new data reports. The alien communications we're intercepting are fascinating, she said. They're calling us the hidden giants and the patient predators. Some are even suggesting we've been secretly controlling galactic events for centuries. Miller laughed at that. Let them think what they want. Fear can be useful. A new alert flashed on the main screen. One of the largest alien federations was sending a direct message to Earth. Their leader, a reptilian being with silver scales, appeared on the display. People of Earth, the alien began, its voice translated smoothly. We have reviewed your demonstration. Our scientists confirm your technological achievements. We withdraw all claims to your system and offer diplomatic recognition. More messages followed. Some alien species demanded to know how Earth had advanced so quickly. Others offered immediate trade deals and military alliances. A few simply acknowledged Earth's power and promised to stay away. "Look at this," Tom called out, highlighting another transmission. 3 different species are offering us seats on the Galactic Council. Yesterday, they wouldn't even talk to us. In the following hours, the command center tracked massive fleet movements throughout nearby space. Alien military forces were pulling back, creating a respectful buffer zone around the solar system. Earth's message had made its point. "Incoming priority transmission," Tom announced. "It's from the Galactic Council chamber itself." The main screen lit up with an image of the council chamber. Representatives from dozens of species sat in tiered rows, all focusing on Earth's transmission. The council leader, a being of pure energy contained in a crystal matrix, spoke. "Earth has protected itself with wisdom and foresight. While we watched them, they watched us. While we thought them primitive, they grew strong. They have earned their place among us." General West stood before the screen, her back straight. "Tell them we accept their invitation to join the council, but on equal terms. No restrictions, no probation period." The council leader's crystal form pulsed with light. "Agreed. Earth's strength is undeniable, and its patience remarkable. We await your representatives." As the transmission ended, Miller looked around the command center. After centuries of hiding, of playing weak while growing strong, humanity had finally revealed its true power, and the galaxy had no choice but to accept it. "Send word to our defense forces," West ordered. "Maintain alert status, but stand down from combat positions. We've made our point." Outside the hidden base, the world continued as normal. The public still didn't know about the massive changes happening in space. Soon, they would learn the truth, that their leaders had protected them through centuries of careful planning and patient preparation. Earth had gone from being seen as prey to being recognized as one of the most powerful civilizations in the galaxy, and they had done it without firing a single shot. "Not bad," Miller said quietly, "for a supposedly primitive species." Commander Robert Wilson stood on the bridge of the Earth flagship Defender, the most powerful warship humanity had ever built. The massive vessel, hidden for decades, now led a fleet of 100 ships toward the neutral testing grounds near Alpha Centauri. "All ships report ready," Jack Turner announced from his station. "The alien observers are already waiting at the demonstration site." Wilson nodded, looking at the main view screen. Representatives from 20 alien civilizations had gathered to witness Earth's demonstration of power. Some still doubted humanity's claims. Today, those doubts would end. "Begin deceleration," Wilson ordered. The fleet dropped out of faster-than-light travel, appearing near an uninhabited solar system. The alien observation ships waited there, their sensors ready to record everything. "They're scanning us," Jack reported. "Their energy readings show surprise. They didn't expect our ships to be this advanced." Miller's voice came through the command channel from Earth. "Remember, Commander, show them enough to prove our strength, but not everything. We still keep some secrets." "Understood," Wilson replied. He turned to his crew. "Begin demonstration phase 1." The Earth fleet moved in perfect formation, showcasing maneuvers that should have been impossible for ships their size. They split into smaller groups, then merged back together, their quantum engines allowing them to move like dancers in space. "Phase 2, Wilson commanded. "Weapons demonstration." The fleet created a defensive circle. From the center, a single ship launched a tiny probe toward a small rocky moon that orbited a gas giant. The alien observers watched closely. "Antimatter torpedo armed," Jack announced. "Target locked." Wilson pressed a button on his command chair. "To all observers, please note that this weapon is set to 1% power. We recommend you strengthen your shields." The probe struck the moon. For a moment, nothing happened. Then, in a flash of pure light, the moon simply vanished. Where it had been, only a cloud of superheated plasma remained. The alien ships recorded everything, their sensors working overtime to understand what they had just seen. Phase 3, Wilson ordered. Shield demonstration. 3 alien ships moved forward, their weapons powered up as agreed. They were the most powerful ships their civilizations had, chosen to test Earth's defensive capabilities. Shields at minimum power, Jack reported, ready to receive their attack. The alien ships fired together. Their energy beams, capable of destroying small planets, struck the defender shields. To everyone's amazement, the shields didn't just hold, they absorbed the energy completely. "Thank you for the power donation," Wilson said to the alien ships, allowing himself a small smile. "Our quantum shields convert enemy fire into usable energy. The more you attack, the stronger we become." The alien ships backed away. Their sensors confirmed what seemed impossible. Earth's defensive technology was far beyond their own. Final phase, Wilson announced. Speed test. The Defender powered up its main engine. What happened next left the alien observers stunned. The massive ship disappeared, reappearing instantly on the other side of the solar system. It wasn't just faster than light travel, it was nearly instant transportation across vast distances. "That's enough." Miller's voice came through again. "They've seen what they need to see." Wilson addressed the alien ships. "This concludes our demonstration. As you have witnessed, Earth's capabilities are exactly as we claimed. We possess technology equal to or surpassing your own. Remember this before you consider any hostile actions toward our world." The alien ships began transmitting immediately, sending the demonstration data back to their homeworlds. Their messages, intercepted by Earth's quantum computers, showed a mix of fear, respect, and disbelief. "Mission accomplished," Wilson said quietly. "Prepare the fleet for return to Earth." As the Earth ships reformed their formation, Wilson thought about how much had changed. Just days ago, these same alien civilizations had thought humans were primitive beings. Now they had proof that humanity had surpassed them in many ways. "Send a final message to all observers," Wilson commanded. "Remember what you saw today. Earth wants peace, but we are ready for anything else. We have been preparing for centuries. We will defend our home." The Earth fleet engaged their quantum drives, disappearing in flashes of light. They left behind a group of alien observers who now understood a crucial truth. Humanity had never been helpless. They had simply been waiting for the right moment to show their strength. 1 month after Earth's demonstration, Captain James Miller stood in the Grand Chamber of the Galactic Council. The massive room, built within an artificial space station, held representatives from over 200 alien species. Today, Earth would take its place among them. "Look how they've changed the seating," General West whispered beside him. Where once Earth would have been assigned a small seat in the back, they now had a prime position near the center. Fear and respect had a way of changing things quickly. The council leader's crystal form glowed as it addressed the gathering. "We welcome Earth as a full member of the Galactic Council. Their strength is proven, their wisdom demonstrated through centuries of patience." Miller looked around the chamber. Some alien representatives still showed signs of fear. Others displayed curiosity. A few seemed eager to establish friendly relations. All of them watched Earth's delegation carefully. "The trade agreements are exceeding expectations," Professor Anna Thompson reported, checking her quantum tablet. In the weeks since Earth's revelation, dozens of alien civilizations had rushed to establish diplomatic and economic ties. They're particularly interested in our quantum computing technology. Miller nodded. "And our defensive systems. No one has dared to test them," West replied with a slight smile. The demonstration made quite an impression. 3 different species have already asked for our protection against their traditional enemies. The council leader continued speaking, outlining the new peace treaties and trade routes being established. Earth's solar system, once seen as an easy target for resource extraction, was now marked as a protected zone. No alien ships could enter without explicit permission. Back on Earth, things were changing too. The public had finally been told the truth. The revelation that humanity had been secretly preparing for alien contact for centuries had caused surprise, but also pride. People walked taller knowing their world was not just another primitive planet, but one of the most advanced civilizations in known space. Report from the Jupiter shipyards, West said quietly, reading from her device. Production is up 40%. Now that we don't have to hide everything, we can work more efficiently. Miller watched as various alien representatives approached Earth's delegation. Some offered technology exchanges, others proposed joint research projects. The same civilizations that had planned to harvest Earth now sought its friendship. It's amazing how quickly things change, Thompson observed. Last month, they thought we were barely able to reach our moon. Now they're asking us to help design better, faster-than-light drives. The council session continued with discussions of galactic politics, trade routes, and defense treaties. Earth's representatives participated fully, their voices carrying weight that came from proven strength. When Miller spoke about security measures, everyone listened carefully. The next step is revealing more of our cities, West said during a break. The public is eager to see the underground complexes, the Mars colonies, everything we've kept hidden. Miller nodded. The great deception was over. Humanity could finally show its true face to both its own people and the galaxy at large. But they would do it carefully, maintaining some secrets, just in case. Update from command, Thompson said, checking another message. Our long-range sensors show all alien military fleets maintaining their distance. The buffer zone around our solar system is holding. Miller smiled. Peace through strength. It was an old human concept that had proven true on a galactic scale. Earth had revealed its power not to start a war, but to prevent one. As the council session ended, Miller prepared to return to Earth. The planet he would return to was different from the one he had protected for so long. It was no longer hiding its strength, no longer pretending to be less than it was. Final status report, West said. All defense systems nominal. Trade routes secured. Diplomatic relations established with 87 species. Earth's position in the galaxy is officially recognized and respected. Miller looked out at the star-filled space beyond the council chamber's windows. Somewhere out there, humanity's ships patrolled openly, no longer hidden in dimensional pockets. Earth's colonies on other planets operated in full view. The long game was over, and humanity had won. Not bad, he said quietly, for a species that was supposed to be easy prey. The galaxy had learned an important lesson. Never underestimate humanity. They had waited centuries, built their strength in secret, and revealed it at exactly the right moment. Now they stood as equals, or superiors, to those who had once fought to conquer them. The warning had been delivered, understood, and heeded.